Well, the markets appear to be evening out today after yesterday's huge plunge. To bring us up to date on where we are now and the slippery slope in crude oil territory, Nick Bontis joins us live from McMaster's DeGroote School of Business. Hello, Nick.
Happy Friday, Connie.
Happy Friday to you, and aren't we all glad it's Friday? First of all, Nick, your reaction to the markets opening today after that historic plunge yesterday.
You know, I kind of feel like the markets are in critical condition. I think of like a hospital. Here's an ambulance that's dropping off all the casualties. So we have all these patients, the auto sector, the banks, the retailers, and we just don't have enough doctors to solve all the problems with all the casualties. Even the triage nurses are working really hard. That's the Bank of Canada trying to stabilize monetary policy with interest rates and keep them in check. But my reaction is just too many ups and downs. The big gorilla in the room is the U.S. market. Nothing's going to stabilize in the U.S. market until Obama takes over in late January. So between now and late January, I still see a whole bunch of roller coaster rides.
All right, in the meantime, let's talk about the price of gasoline. It continues to drop. That's good news, but... And there's a but here.
Well, you know what? It's good news because I think as consumers, we need a little bit of relief. That's why I think it's good news. We have to remember, natural gas is not just the gas that we put in our cars, which we spend a lot of money filling up. We got to heat our homes. There's transportation, even air travel, and it's a very important component of the consumer price index. So, you know what? As long as I'm filling gas at 80 cents, I am way happier than filling gas at $1.30. And, you know, I did a little search on HamiltonGasPrices.com. The cheapest gas in the local area right now is the Pioneer Station in Flamborough, 75 cents, and I like that pricing.
And you got to enjoy that while it lasts, Nick. But we've got to get to the other side of the coin here. Crude oil, how low will it go before it becomes virtually unprofitable to find it and recover it?
Yeah, now here's the opposite problem. You know, we had very, very high oil prices. Now we're having extremely low oil prices. I spoke to some analysts this morning. They even have some predictions of oil going down as low as $30 or even $40. And at that level, surely large oil projects like in the tar sands in Alberta will not be economically viable. But, you know, we have to remember, nobody complained that we weren't economically viable when it was over $100. In fact, it was Alberta and all those companies that were making all the money. So in retrospect, I think we have to figure out that there's the good and the bad, and the government also, they have to look at alternative fuel sources. You know, oil is finite. There's only going to be so much left of it in the ground. The wind will always blow. And I visited a nuclear power station yesterday. Here is a chunk of uranium. And see this little small pellet, Connie? Yes. 8 of these small pellets will fuel enough energy for a home for a whole year. And we use 50% nuclear energy in Ontario to fuel all our homes. So we have to look at alternative energies in Ontario.
Something to think about for a new year, Nick, and I can always rely on you to accentuate the positive. You have a good weekend.
You too.